You guys, Fok Sake, it has. That was the best one, mate. I'm telling you. Everyone, we're just talking about kids' TV shows, specifically when we were kids. We're talking back in the 70s, and some of the stuff that were around then, and what the things that were put in kids' TV shows. I mean, you won't get away with that now. Not the way the world is today, anyway. But and a lot of things were made up as well, and you hear stories in like school playground. And did you see that? Did you watch that? And they'd make it up, and we'd go home, and then they'd tell you, there was one animation cartoon. I can't say the name, but anyone who's from the era will know. And it was basically about this sailor, and he had his crew, didn't he? Which, they changed the names, didn't they? To the Master Mate or Master Bates and Siemens things and Boy at the Cameras and all that. Fucking weird, wasn't it? But all that went round at school, didn't it? And everybody believed it. And then all of a sudden we go home and said, "What's that program? It's got Master Bates." And it fucking was. There's another one that came out. Now this was in the 70s, 79, I think it was.
Oh, man.
And this particular episode, now I never remembered it. But it was only years later. But apparently, it was supposedly it was going to be an episode. It was going to be aired, and by all accounts, it got pulled at the last minute, and they decided not to release it. But it ended up getting released anyway, a few years later. Well, on the internet, that is, when that came around. Obviously, 79, there weren't no internet then, but obviously as years went by, it then came on there, didn't it? And then it got was it leaked or something? Oh yeah, so they say. And so there's still a debate about whether it was actually done to air, it's a kids' TV show, or whether it was done as a joke. And they reckon it was the TV broadcast made it sound like it was just done for a joke. Fuck yeah, I don't believe it. Why go through all that to do that? It didn't make any sense, did it? So, but yeah, this one, and you'll probably know it if you're familiar with British, especially sort of kids' TV back in the 70s, you'll know. And you've probably seen it around anyway. Again, I can't say the name, but you'll probably guess what we're talking about. When basically you got these puppets, these two, and then you've got this one dressed as a bear, then you've got the main bloke, he's there, the main guy, and then you've got the other three, haven't you? The three in the band or the singers or whatever. And then it starts, and you got one of these puppets, and he's got a banana in his hand. He pulls one skin, two skin, and he's pulling this banana. And before he manages to say four skin, he stops, and he eats three skin, and then you do, and the next thing you hear, the guy behind there's somebody behind the door. You see the studio, in the studio, but somebody's behind the door, and you can hear him saying, "I can't get it in. I can't get it in." And other ones, when it worked last night, maybe if you try it the other way around. And then you get the other. He goes back to the puppet, and then he can't. They come in, don't they? Yeah, they come into the room, and then they go and see these two. Like I said, there's puppets. And one said, "Oh, we were playing last night. We were playing with our balls." And one said, "Have you got a special friend that you can play with these balls?" And he said, "You come with your own balls, or you can play with your friend's balls." And then the other one goes, "No, I've been playing with my twanger all night." Fucking hell. Twanger all night. And he goes, "Yeah, I've been playing with my twanger." And and then one of them said, I've been blocking it. Been playing my plucking instrument. I'm the best plucker here. Oh, should we sing the plucking song? And then they call them other ones who don't they? Now these three, these right. I can't say the names. Kind of. So I'm gonna have to make these names up, right? But we'll call him Rich Rob, and
Rob.
Janet, right? And he goes, and he calls on him anyway. And he goes, and he said, one of these puppets said, should we call Rich? Should we call Rich and Rob and Janet through? Janet's got two lovely maracas. Right. And then they walk in. And he goes, and then they walk in and he said, we could hear you banging away. Right. And Janet's, you have been banging away. Been banging away with fuck. Can't even say with a straight face. I've been banging away with Rich and Rob all night. Been playing with my fucking instrument, and then he said again, banging away all night with Rich and Rob. And then they get the instruments out, don't they? And then one of them says, one of the blokes says, "Do you want to play with my fucking instrument?" I says, "Oh, do you want to blow my pipe?" And then Janet says, "No, I've been blowing Rod's pipe all night." Fucking hell. Oh no. And then one of the puppets goes, I've got my big twanger out. And one says, mine's not as big as yours, big as mine's a big red. And then he was the main guy. He says, have you got your twangers out? If you haven't, you can play with your balls. And if you haven't got it, you can play with your friend's balls. Oh, gee. Oh no, man. I mean, you wouldn't think, would you, that? You wouldn't think that they would possibly air that on TV. But I reckon that was genuine. I think they were going to do that. And I don't know. I don't reckon he didn't get pulled for that reason either. I don't know what it was, but they made this they made this excuse like it was just done for Christmas, for a joke at Christmas for the staff or something. I don't think it were. Not with the whole set and everybody dressed up and all the gear on and doing it properly. I don't think it were. It was just an excuse probably, but you can imagine if they'd have fucking aired that, but Fok Sake. But even in the first place, even if it was, I don't believe it was, but even if it did do it as a joke, right? Fuck, they must have known. They must have known it would at some point. It would have got released. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's fucking brilliant today. I love that one. Oh, sick folk, man. If it with kid stuff, I mean, you said that on a comedy program, mate. He probably wouldn't even be as funny. I don't think it would. I think because of the fact that it were the characters in it and that. But I mean, there's kids. In 79 that were done. I mean, I was 9. I was. It would have been amazing. In fact, imagine that coming out. Imagine, probably at our age, you wouldn't have known any different. No way. You go to your mum and dad. What's the twang of that? You'd have already blow down a pipe. Bounce your balls and sit play with your twang. Fucking hell. I'll tell you something. No wonder kids in our area and tapped. Yeah, kids were nutters. I'm not surprised with all this stuff. Just tapped, just off their heads. I mean, I watched that other one. It's really okay because I can't. He's like, I'd love to put that clip on, but I end up getting it taken down probably. But there was another animation I'm watching. It was this guy. He walked into this I know which one. Clothes shop, didn't he, every day? It's funny. And he'd go into the back of the shop and he'd change into a different outfit. And when he come out of that room, he'd end up being in the surroundings of what the outfit was. If he went in dressed as a chef, he'd end up in a kitchen. He'd end up dressed as a I don't know, somebody as an Arab. He'd end up in the Middle East. If he dressed up as someone as a cowboy, dressed from America, or something like that. Do you know what I mean? So it was like that. But the joke at the time was he went into the closet to get changed and then come out a different way. You know what I mean? So it was that implication then. Of course. So there was always something going on like that, and there were loads of things like that going on that back in the day you never even thought of. But it was always, what did they mean by that? And that's what I mean. And yet you could watch that 10 years' time and you think, fucking hell, it's cheesy, isn't it? Absolutely. All right, guys, we'll leave it at that one and then we'll see you soon. Bye for now.